This video and its contents are for adult collectors. You know when you get a toy and something about it just feels different, something about it just feels better than other figures. That's how I felt in late 2021 about getting Kingdom Galvatron. This guy was so good. Like, just getting him out of the box and in my hands and actually holding the thing, he was big, he was hefty, he was dense, and I absolutely adored everything about him. Sure, he has the stupid siege battle damage that we hadn't seen since then, but everything about him just screamed Galvatron, who is one of my favorite 1986 movie characters. He has a fantastic tank mode and just looks amazing with everything draped onto him. The details on the cannon, the details on the treads, the back of the cannon actually looks like kind of okay, and you could probably even futz his laser gun mode out of this. It's a amazing figure, and the transformation is also like complex a little bit, which is nice. For sizing, here he is with Brainstorm, Goldbug, and Machine Wars Hoist. Oh, Legacy Crankcase, you're here too. And RTS Jazz, whoa, it's a party now. The start to Galvatron's transformation is a parts former. Like, you just assemble the cannon, and that's fine. It's perfectly okay. After that, you start kind of cracking the shell that is the cannon and breaking away little parts for later. The legs fold up incredibly nicely, and they're totally filled in and nice and hefty and chunky, whereas the core of the cannon unfolds and flips and reveals the head and chest plate as the back panel folds up and locks the arms into place. The arms simply unfold from their turret treads, and I think that it works really well as a Galvatron transformation, and we get a very handsome robot out of this. Like, this is the best looking Galvatron I think we've ever gotten, and I would not trade this. If this is the way that it takes to get us this good looking of a Galvatron, I'll take it all day, baby. If you like my channel's content, support it with a Patreon subscription or channel membership, links below. Thank you. Articulation on Galvatron, let's talk about it. So the big thing a lot of people have complaints about is if you tab these in like the instructions say to, can't swivel the shoulder, you have to untab them. So I'm just going to untab them, and for the rest of this, we're also going to take off this cannon, and then we'll just have them untabbed. So he has a ball jointed head, which is pretty emotive. Like, it can look not super great up, it can look a little ways down, and it can waggle, but like overall, pretty good range. Arms can rotate 180, they go out all the way up. They rotate, whoa, rotation there, rotation at the bicep, double jointed elbows, and a wrist, and a wrist swivel. Very tight joints on this guy, by the way. Whoop. He has a waist swivel, but it's very limited. You kind of almost want to untab this section and move it so that way you can get just a little bit more range out of it, but he does have a waist swivel. His legs go forward that far, they go back that far, so about everywhere you want them to go. Hips go, ooh, more than all the way up. He does have a thigh swivel. He has a 90 degree at the knee. I kind of wish he had a slightly deeper knee bend, but that is what it is. And he has an ankle tilt. Oop, and it goes about that deep, although you can futz it by undoing some of the transformation, get a slightly deeper ankle tilt. But for articulation on Galvatron, that is basically it. You gotta agree, man, this is an incredible robot mode. This is a fantastic head sculpt on here. The silver punctuated face and jawbones underneath the advanced bucket head with the crown. Everything about this Galvatron, it feels like an action figure. Getting him into any pose is such a breeze and a joy. It's pure hand candy holding this guy, and this was the first time in a little while where I grabbed a leader toy and I was like, this feels like a leader toy. Even better because I got it as a gift, but he's still amazing. Everything is wrapped up nice. There's barely any waffling. I love that everything in his vehicle mode has a place to go, and it's just an amazing robot mode. I don't know what else to say. Double jointed elbows, a waist swivel, totally emotive ball jointed head, hinged knees, good ankle tilts, thigh swivels. This guy's awesome. And for size comparison, here he is with another awesome figure, Legacy Bludgeon and Legacy G-Axis. These guys are all, by the way, all three of these come in Legacy. Here he is with Nautica, and Machine Wars Hoist. Can't forget Laserfire and channel mascot Shattershock. Overall, Galvatron is just a fantastic figure that I absolutely love, and I'm glad he is in my collection. Whether or not you get Galvatron is up to you, as always. And there's luckily 2 different versions of this guy. There is the Legacy version with no battle damage, and the Kingdom one with battle damage. That's really the main difference. There's also the 2 Generation Selects versions, the Behold Galvatron and the Galvatron 2 colors, if you're into the Marvel comics. This guy looks fantastic lined up with the Megatron and the G-Axis that we got super recently, and fits perfectly into any Decepticon display. I absolutely adore this figure, and I hope you guys either have enjoyed this figure or are planning on getting him, because this is totally worth the price for him. If you find this guy for leader price or less, 100% worth it. And like I said, it comes in so many different colors that there's gonna be a Galvatron for you. With that said, thank you for watching. Make sure to check out the video and make sure to subscribe and check out my Patreon and Discord down below. I'll see you in the next one. This has been Bots Obsession.